What really happened on that fateful night when the world lost one of its most beloved voices, Jim Croce? Today we're diving deep into the life, career, and tragic end of the man who sang our favorite songs and stole our hearts. Stay tuned as we unravel the mystery behind Jim Croce's untimely death. Jim Croce, a name synonymous with heartfelt lyrics and timeless melodies, rose to fame in the early 1970s. His songs like Bad, Bad Leroy Brown and Time in a Bottle have become classics, transcending generations. But behind the music and the fame was a man with dreams, struggles, and an all-too-short life story that ended in tragedy. He was born in Philadelphia in 1943. Jim Croce's journey to stardom was anything but smooth. He faced numerous setbacks and challenges that shaped both his music and his life. Join us as we explore the life of Jim Croce, from his humble beginnings to his rise to fame, and the tragic plane crash that took him away from us too soon. Growing up in a working-class Italian-American family, Jim was surrounded by music from an early age. His parents, Jim and Flora Croce, nurtured his love for music, exposing him to various genres, from Italian songs to American folk music. As a teenager, Jim started playing the accordion, an instrument his parents bought him. However, it wasn't long before he picked up a guitar and discovered his true calling. During his time at Villanova University, Jim began performing at fraternity parties, coffee houses, and local clubs. It was here that he met his future wife and musical partner, Ingrid Jacobson. Jim and Ingrid married in 1966 and set out to pursue a career in music together. They released an album called Jim and Ingrid Croce, but it failed to gain significant attention. Despite the setback, Jim was determined to make it in the music industry. The late 1960s and early 1970s were a period of struggle for Jim and Ingrid. To make ends meet, Jim took on various jobs, from truck driving to construction work, all while continuing to write and perform music. The couple lived a modest life, but Jim's dedication to his craft never wavered. In 1970, Jim caught a break when he met Maury Moulaisen, a classically trained pianist and guitarist. Maury's intricate guitar work complemented Jim's rhythmic playing and soulful voice, creating a unique sound that captivated audiences. The duo began working together, and their chemistry was undeniable. Their big break came in 1972 when Jim signed a 3-record deal with ABC Records. His debut album under ABC, You Don't Mess Around with Jim, was released later that year and became an instant success. The album featured hits like Operator, That's Not the Way It Feels, and Time in a Bottle, propelling Jim to stardom. With his newfound fame, Jim Croce quickly became a household name. His songs resonated with listeners, telling stories of everyday life with a blend of humor and heartfelt emotion. In 1973, he released his second album, Life and Times, which included the chart-topping hit Bad, Bad Leroy Brown. Jim's music was not only commercially successful but also critically acclaimed. He had a knack for storytelling, capturing the essence of the human experience in his lyrics. Fans were drawn to his down-to-earth persona and relatable songs, solidifying his place in the pantheon of great American singer-songwriters. However, as his career soared, Jim's personal life became increasingly hectic. Constant touring and recording sessions took a toll on him, and he often found himself longing for a simpler life with his wife and young son, Adrian. On September 20th, 1973, after a performance at Northwestern State University in Natchitoches, Louisiana, Jim Croce boarded a small chartered plane bound for Texas. He had just wrapped up a successful concert and was looking forward to some time off. Tragically, the plane never made it to its destination. Shortly after takeoff, the Beechcraft D-18S crashed, killing all 6 people on board, including Jim Croce and his musical partner Maury Moulaisen. The news of Jim's death sent shockwaves through the music world, leaving fans and fellow musicians in mourning. The official investigation revealed that the crash was due to pilot error. The pilot, who was not familiar with the area, failed to gain sufficient altitude upon takeoff and collided with a pecan tree at the end of the runway. Jim Croce was only 30 years old at the time of his death, cutting short a promising career and leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable music. Despite his untimely death, Jim Croce's music has continued to live on. His final album, I Got a Name, was released posthumously in December 1973 and featured hits like I'll Have to Say I Love You in a Song and the title track, I Got a Name. Jim's songs have been covered by numerous artists over the years, and his influence can be heard in the work of countless singer-songwriters who followed in his footsteps. His ability to tell stories through music has left an indelible mark on the industry, ensuring that his legacy endures. Fans remember Jim not just for his music, but for the man he was, humble, kind, and dedicated to his craft. His songs continue to evoke a sense of nostalgia and emotion, reminding us of the power of music to capture the human spirit. Jim Croce's life, though tragically short, was filled with passion, perseverance, and a deep love for music. He left behind a body of work that continues to touch the hearts of listeners around the world. As we remember Jim Croce, we celebrate the timeless music he gave us and the enduring impact he has had on the world of music. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.